At 260 pounds, he still stands as the longest reigning Wildcat heavyweight champion in history. He is grizzled Ryan Davidson! And introducing, from Venice, California, weighing in at 174 pounds, he is the Wildkat Sports Heavyweight Champion, the Ryan Kendrick!
This is your main event for Wildcat Wrestling, May Madness. That is what it's about, the Wildcat Heavyweight Championship. We are on Title Match Network. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sammy Kiss, next to Hardbody Chris Harper. This is your main event. As grizzled Ryan Davidson, the longest ever reigning Wildcat champion in history, looks to capture the championship for a second time against the Ryan Kendrick. One fall to a finish. And look at the show of respect from the champion, Brian Kendrick, to Ryan Davidson here. And a return of respect from Ryan. Two class acts, two great champions. There's the bell, here we go. Two great champions in the lore of Wildcat sports, and Brian Kendrick, who has really transcended the heavyweight moniker, has been a great champion here at Wildcat Sports. But talk about a mismatch in terms of weight class. Brian Kendrick has always been competed as more of a light heavyweight, a cruiserweight, and talk about a heavyweight that Ryan Davidson epitomizes. As the old saying goes, David versus Goliath. Who do you think has the advantage here in this one, Harper?
Well, you take Kendrick has a hell of a lot more experience, but Ryan Davidson, the Texas Bear himself, he's an experienced wrestler himself. He definitely has a size advantage. And I think Ryan looks good.
And Ryan Davis, I consider him as a grizzled veteran. He's someone that's been around the block for some time. But I mean, you're not wrong, Harper. Brian Kendrick came into this business, under the moniker Spanky, training with Brian Danielson and at Shawn Michaels' Academy. He's trained with the best, learned from the best, and he's one of the best pound-for-pound athletes in the history of this business. It's the reason why he was able to capture the Wildcat Sports Championship at the Revolution Rumble last year.
But Ryan Davidson, man, he just has the size advantage.
I mean, as an understatement, Ryan Davidson, there's a reason why they call him the Texas Bear. Brian Kendrick, I was going to have to hold on for dear life, but Ryan Davis is not going to make it an easy night for Brian Kendrick. Look at that right there.
It's like Kendrick just hit a Texas brick wall.
Brick wall's harder in Texas, Harper?
That's what I've been told.
Oh, look at that technique, though, again. Almost that head, like maintaining control, able to technique Brian Davis to the ground. That's what Brian Kendrick is going to have to do. He's not going to outstrength, he's not going to outfight. Brian Davis is going to have to use that technical prowess that Brian Kendrick is known for. If anybody can out-wrestle Brian Davis, it's definitely the Wildcat champion, Brian Kendrick.
That is true. Oh my God! That was a hell of a chop by Ryan Davidson.
Ryan Davis will cave in your chest. Ryan Davidson reigned as Wildcat heavyweight champion for over a year, and Brian Kendrick knows what he's up against, lighting up Ryan Davidson with the boot. Again, two of the best in the game. Two of the best have ever laced up their boots.
Oh, look at that.
Oh man, Ryan Kendrick going all the way to the outside. When we talk about the strength advantage, but Ryan Davis is showing he's got the agility to boot.
Yes, he does.
Now Davidson going to the outside to grab. Davidson going out to grab Kendrick here. Ryan Davidson There's a reason why he was one of the longest heavyweight champions in Wildcat sports history. Not one of the longest reigning champions. And Harper, I know that you've sat and given your advice for Ryan Davidson for a couple of years now. I mean, there was that great pairing with Davidson and the outlaw Matt Lancey. Ryan Davidson has been synonymous with some of the best here at Wildcat sports. But do you think that there's a chip on the shoulder that it's been some time since Ryan Davidson held the gold here?
Oh, yeah. I bet you Ryan Davidson feels like he deserves to be champion again. And he wants to prove to the world that he still has what it takes to be a champion. And I think he does. You can never sleep on someone like Ryan Davidson. You can't sleep on this guy.
Well, Brian Kendrick definitely is not going to have any opportunity to think. I mean, unless Ryan Davidson just knocks him straight out, which he might have just done with that right hand.
I mean, Ryan Davidson is just so lethal.
And again, look at the strength of Ryan Davidson, just picking up Kendrick from the outside and carrying him around like ease. All the blood rushing to the head of Brian Kendrick, my goodness.
Nice.
Finally dropping the boom. Over here from Davidson. Brian Kendrick is able to capture that championship. Triple threat. Danny Flamingo and Brady Pierce at the Revolution Rumble. Brian Kendrick, I mean, is our heavyweight champion, but, I mean, come on now, Harper. We know that Brian Kendrick is not a heavyweight champion, but the fact that he's one of the best, he earned that opportunity, has been a great champion, has been defending the Wildcat Championship all over the world. You know, he just had a great excursion in Chile, in fact, and it's great to have him back here at Wildcat Sports defending the title, but he is in a bad, bad way right now against Ryan Davidson.
Ryan Davidson, you can't ignore the facts that stare you in the face of someone like Ryan Davidson. He's 260 pounds. He's probably, what, 6'2"? And he could probably bench press a Chevy Suburban. He's just pure strength, and he's pure agility, and he doesn't run out of gas.
Brian Kendrick, I mean, hardly considered one of the biggest hearts in the game, but I mean,
man,
heart can only get you so far,
yes,
they say, because like a mashed truck, Ryan Davidson rolling over Brian Kendrick so far. This has been, talk about a one-sided matchup.
Yeah, Brian Kendrick, I don't know, maybe he shouldn't have signed on to this match.
Now a bear hug from the bear from Bel Air, Texas. And it's a great maneuver that just is going to test how much Brian Kendrick wants to hold on to that championship. This puts all the pressure, not just on the lower back of Kendrick, but on the will of the champion. How much is Brian Kendrick going to fight to hold on to the Wildcat Championship?
He can fight on. He wants to.
Oh,
look at this!
That's one way to get out of it.
Yeah.
Brian Kendrick biting at the ear of Ryan Davidson. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and
yes,
look at that heel kick. Took Ryan Davidson down.
And Kendrick is back on his feet.
Oh,
Nice.
God! Tight power slam from Davidson.
No.
And 2 count only from Ryan.
That should have been it right there. That was a hell of a power slam by Ryan Davidson.
And Kendrick, I think, caught Davidson off guard there. That heel kick took Davidson down. Kendrick had Ryan Davidson poised, but power slam put Brian Kendrick back into position he's gotten very familiar with so far. And I think Davidson gesturing that it's going to be all over, and if he's doing what I think he is, this is a bad, bad way for Brian Kendrick. Davidson going to go up top.
Oh, man.
Maybe going for that spiral splash. That's how Ryan Davidson won the Wildcat Heavyweight Championship.
The Texas Bear's going to fly.
Is he going to do it for a second time? Oh, no, moonsault. Nobody home for Davidson. Now Brian Kendrick looking for slice bread number 2, but Davidson able to get away from the control of Kendrick, and now
Brian's up.
Pirate, it's up. Big drop kick takes Davidson down, but again, the Bear back up to his feet. And now going for slice bread number 2 again, and oh, this time it connects.
This could be it.
Is that enough? Hooks the near leg, does Kendrick, and no, 2 count only. But look at that, going right into the bullet choke. Right into the bullet choke.
Ryan's in trouble.
This is the captain's hook from Brian Kendrick. The referee right there to see if Ryan Davidson wants to give it up. Smart move for Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, Ryan Davidson, he's in serious trouble right now.
Ryan Davidson. Gotta look at the strength, just getting all of his body right underneath Brian Kendrick and drops him right down. Samoan drop goes splat for Brian Kendrick. Literally, Kendrick rolls up Ryan Davidson. Oh, man. Again, talk about the technique. Kendrick, again, taking every advantage he can, any moment he can, and try to go for sliced bread again, but Davidson reverse almost for a Davidson driver, and there's a super kick from Kendrick. And a big back elbow from Ryan Davidson. Both men, great athletes, great champions, but only one can call himself Wildcat heavyweight champion after tonight. Power slam from Davidson, and again the technique from Kendrick into the cover. And wait.
Was that 3?
Kendrick called him.
That was 3, right?
Referee Saida Mamusa saying that was it.
That was a 3 count, right?
I think that Saida Mamusa saying that came out of nowhere. Ryan Davidson is not happy about it. He just got caught. Ryan Davidson getting right in the face of Saida Mamusa. Talk about a bad night for Saida Mamusa.
Saeed's probably had a lot of bad nights on Frenchman Street.
Ryan Davidson clearly very frustrated. I mean, that was one hell of a contest that kind of ended out of nowhere.
Yes.
But Brian Kendrick able to retain the Wildcat Championship.
Brian was so close.
Talk about a war. Brian Kendrick took an absolute beating at the hands of Ryan Davidson tonight. Saida Mamusa wisely getting out of there. Ryan Davidson, I think Ryan Davidson thinks that this match should still be going. He should be arguably thinking he should be walking out as champion. Brian Kendrick trying to shake the hand of Ryan Davidson.
I don't blame him.
Ryan Davidson not returning the favor. No handshake from Davidson. And again, I can appreciate Davidson. I think is frustrated. I think Davidson came in tonight with his eyes set on walking away with the gold. Was tonight supposed to be Davidson's night? Regardless of whether Davidson likes it or not, Brian Kendrick is still your heavyweight champion.
Yes, he is. He's the one that got the pinfall.